Okay.
Alright, time to review Batman Bad Blood. I know you guys are really looking forward to this, right? Yes, some of you, maybe one guy. Hopefully somebody is watching this review. Anyway, Batman Bad Blood, it's the latest in the DC animated movie series. And it follows the new 52 storyline with Batman. So that automatically that's kind of cool because we kind of pick up where the last movie left off with Damian and Batman and everything they went through, and there's some references in here to that, which is nice. But in this film, you have Batman who goes missing during one of the fights with some villains, and with that we also get the introduction to Batwoman, which is her first animated appearance in anything. So that was really cool. I like that. I'm a big fan of Batwoman, so it was nice to see her in film form. But anyway, Batman goes missing, so you have Nightwing who has to take on the mantle, pretending that he's Batman and trying to uncover where the real Batman is, along with Damian Wayne, who is the new Robin. On top of that, you have this new villain show up named Heretic, who seems to have some relation to Batman as well, and has really good fighting style and everything, wears a bat mask, and there's this whole deal about trying to uncover who he is and who's ultimately behind everything that's happening. Now this is taking elements from the comics Batman Incorporated and Battle for the Cowl, as well as I know there's another one in here too. I can't remember what it was. But it's basically taking 3 comics and bringing them into this 70-minute movie, and that's kind of cool in a way because you get to see again an animated version of this. So that's always nice. But at the same time, because you're taking 3 comics, you're gonna have some short changes, and I feel like some of the short changes just didn't work. You should have to adapt this in a way, so there should be things that you should change in favor of the movie, but I'll get into that in a minute. So yeah, you have Nightwing, you have Batwoman. Again, nice seeing her, and you get a lot of her kind of origin story as well as how she fits into this world, which is nice. You get some exchanges with her, Nightwing and Batman. Talia al Ghul shows up. You get Black Mask, played by Steve Blum, which is always nice, and Firefly. You also get Mad Hatter, Electrocutioner, and I think there's a few others in here. But with all that, you get an introduction to a new character, Batwing. So you also get his origin story too. And on top of all that, you get a little bit of the Heretic's origin story, and uncovering how he came about and everything, and what his purpose in this movie is, which I feel like he was definitely shortchanged. And I also feel like Batwing was kind of thrown in there because of how the pacing has to continually hit beat by beat by beat. There's a lot of stuff that you lose out on. You also lose a little bit on Nightwing because he has to take up the mantle of Batman, but he ultimately left Batman because they disagreed on certain aspects and couldn't get along. So there's supposed to be development with his character as well, and you do see some of that, but I do feel like it's kind of thrown in there real quick so that we can get to the next point. And that's really where the ultimate problem lies. Aside from Batwoman, I feel like a lot of these characters are underdeveloped, and even if you go based upon the last films, which kind of help fill in some of what is missing here, it still feels like too much was crammed into this, and there wasn't enough breathing room for some of these characters to grow, especially when you have new characters coming in, like the Heretic, and like the new Batman. You know, so when you have that happen, when you know, with Batwing, you have that happen with Nightwing being Batman, you have that happen with the Heretic. You know, it feels like there's way too much going on. Now you do get some cool action scenes which are nice, and visually it's nice to look at. And again, I like the references to the other films because I think it really helps continue this storyline. So if you enjoy the other movies, you're going to, at least to some extent, join this one. But I do feel like they tried to do far too much in this movie, and because of that, I feel like the movie suffered. So going with all that and giving it a rating 1 through 10, I'm gonna go and give it a 6.7 out of 10. I feel like it's a decent movie. It's not my favorite movie by far, and it's certainly not my least favorite because there's definitely others to take the spot. But I do feel like there's a lot that got shortchanged in this film, and I do think it ultimately hurt the film for me. But that being said, that is my opinion on it. What is your opinion on it? Go ahead and comment below and let me know if you've seen this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend go checking it out if you are a fan of either the other DC animated movies or if you're a fan of Batman. I do recommend you check it out, though, after you've checked out some of the previous movies in this list. Don't start with this one. You're just going to get confused by some of the stuff that happens. So, anyway, like I said, that'll wrap this up. And until next time, peace.